Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, September 12th and Saturday, September 13th, 2025 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nurture my daily reality interpreter, which is our physical body. So it is going to be important to breathe and let ourselves drop into our bodies because the mental energy is ramping up. Today, Friday, we have the moon moving into Gemini. So sun in Virgo plus moon in Gemini plus the other air energies is a lot. But we're also building to a Cazimi. We have the sun conjunct Mercury happening early in the day, early in the day on Saturday, which also greatly increases the mental energies. And so the whirring is going to be happening. The hamsters are going to be running their tiny furry butts off. And you've really got to be intentional in connecting to and dropping into your body. So let's look at the astro. On Friday, we do have a Sun-Jupiter connection. So Sun in Virgo, Jupiter in Cancer. And it's interesting because Virgo is the lens through which Cancer has thoughts. If you are a Sun in Cancer, if you are a Cancer ascendant, you think through the energy of Virgo. That is third house energy, mental energy for the Cancer. And it's interesting because while this connection has some emotional components, I often say the combination of Virgo and Cancer together can really go to the place of worry. So watch yourself if you find yourself worrying in the worry, right? You may find yourself spinning in that. It may also pop up in your dream time, energies of concern. And again, dropping into your body and bringing your presence is one of the best ways we can face the worry. And a lot of times it really takes consciousness. It can sometimes take effort, especially if you're not regularly in your body, and breath. Lots of breath. Moon in Taurus will continue. We got a little bit of a lazy cat. We have Moon in Taurus connecting to Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is still hanging out at that final degree of Pisces, 29-degree Pisces. So this is some major lazy cat. This is a beautiful opportunity for insight to potentially pop up, but it's also coming in that void moon space. So you really may find yourself having a little bit of a downturn in the afternoon when it comes to energy. Don't worry if you find yourself going down, feeling that exhaustion. Moon in Gemini will give you a little bit of new life. So the moon moves into Gemini 2:38 p.m. Pacific time and then goes on to make several connections. It will connect to Neptune. It will connect to Uranus, a Uranus conjunction, which can up-level your thoughts, but still is going to cause a lot of frenetic mental energy. Please today be very aware of what you are taking in. There is so many fear waves. There's so much division out there, and none of it is actually bringing solution, is it? It's a lot of mental mushiness. I don't know what the right word would be, but mental, it's too much. So please watch what you're taking in, reading, listening to, connecting to others about, and see, is there something that you can connect to mentally that does align with solution for yourself, for your life, for your friend's life? That is the direction to go. When we connect to Uranus, it is about evolution. Personal evolution, revolution, okay? So I know there's a lot of that going on out there, but what is the calling in here? Moon also connecting to Pluto. The connection between the moon and Uranus and the moon and Pluto is all within 14 minutes. So again, there's this potential energy for transformation, to shift your thoughts, to shift this energy. But again, you may have to face some of the darkness, some of that other energy out there before you find that rise up. We also, speaking of all this, have Mercury in the sign of Virgo, also connecting to Jupiter in the afternoon. And so again, there may be worry. And this might be a time to surrender the worry and ask the divine, what is the solution? What is my solution? Soul is in the solution. Soul is the ocean, okay? It's the remedy. It's the ocean. So leaning into that will support. Now, like I said, on Saturday, early in the day, 3:52 a.m. Pacific time. So basically like, why is math hard? 7 a.m. Eastern time, we're going to have this Sun-Mercury conjunction. So we're kind of maybe not intentionally waking up to it, but we're waking up with really strong mental energies. And again, Virgo invites us to connect to intelligence beyond our mind. It invites us to connect to the body, to the spirit, to the soul, to the heart, and recognizing there is intelligence beyond the worrying of the mind. So please connect into yourself when you wake up, before you even open your eyes. Like, love on yourself. Set beautiful intention for this Cazimi. I want to remind you that the Cazimi means in the heart of the sun. Can you connect to the heart of the energy to bring support? Now, card-wise, do seem to be connecting to some of this Jupiter energy in Cancer that we're processing. There are some feels that we need to feel. And again, there's a lot of mentalizing the stuff that's happening. But really, when I feel into the stuff that's happening in the world, I do feel sadness and sorrow that there's hate and murder. Whether you like or dislike somebody, murder is pretty extreme. So really intense energies. I'm like, where did the rest of my cards go? I don't even see them, but whatever. I have them pulled here, so it doesn't matter. We have the experiencing and the guilt. And the guilt isn't necessarily guilt feelings. It's just the mental energies. And this can definitely, the 8 of Swords can definitely be fears. It can be nightmares. Watch for that coming up. And yeah, sometimes we need to be present with that. But again, you can shift these energies. But be aware, this lives in a part of you. This lives in the mental. This lives in the world around us. Nightmares can live in the world around us. And I think it is our work to bring forth the light, to bring forth the heart, to help quell and calm the nightmares. Cough it on out. All right, or cry it out. There may be some tears today. There feels like some strong emotional energies. It's interesting because these are both 8s, and there's responsibility when it comes to 8 energy. We also have the moment to moment. And so you might be laughing and feeling fine, and then, hello, Moon in Gemini, we switch to another energy, and you're feeling the feels, and that's okay too. Now I have to say, I love this card that I pulled tonight from Herbal Astrology. I was just doing a clearing session, and I asked Joe for some input because Joe has amazing psychic intel that he connects to. And he was like, I feel like you need skullcap and a few other herbs. And then I pulled skullcap tonight. And it's a wonderful, supportive, calming herb, and we often have skullcap tea here. It says, stillness after the storm, let go of control, trust in life, surrender to the divine plan, break open. Its rulers are Pluto and Saturn. So it says, the storm has passed. Has it though? We are in eclipse corridor. We'll see, right? The storm has passed. You are just weathered, or you've just weathered or are weathering a storm. Ground deeply into the present moment. If you feel fear, find consolation in stillness as it readapts. The medicine of Scorpion embodies the stillness of darkness, and it assists by accepting sudden change with ease and calm. If you're feeling exhausted, drained, or depleted, this is a time to pause and withdraw to your cave. You're in the process of rebuilding after the storm. Don't rush, reflect. Take time to birth a new structure that supports a new version of yourself. And I think skullcap can be really calming, especially when, again, there's a lot of frenetic energy, and these mental energies are going to be very strong over the next few days. So whatever you need to help calm and soothe yourself. So besides that, you can book a reading, you can book a clearing, reach out, email me if you have any questions or would like some support. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and may your guiding light be strong. It's in here too. It's not just out there. And know that you can trust the process. Namaste.